you know what? You could start preparing for the singing. And we will need a bit of your voice and a bit of focus, but mostly your emotions today. It's quite an emotional song, I find. How many of you know the song, by the way? The Yiddish choir people know it, some of the Russian people know it. It's a very, very famous, big song in Russia. Here comes her tour. So we're sitting upright in our chairs. I don't know what you have. I have this pure vodka. No, I mean it's pure water with me today. Yeah. And you know what to do. You sit upright with your shoulders really relaxed, with your jaw really dropped. Oh, even Gita is here who hasn't been for the whole summer. Wonderful. And let's connect with our breathing. I don't know if you read that article that I posted on Facebook today. It's about breathing and healing and singing. So we put our hands here, we breathe towards our hands slowly. Maybe your fingers will go apart, which indicates that you're not breathing in the wrong places. You're breathing to the right place, which is your lower rib cage, into your guts, into your kishkas, as we say in Yiddish. Okay, breathe in, breathe out with an R, any pitch, shoulders down. One more time. And this one with me. And we'll go up and down in our vocal range just by massaging our throat with sound, going like this. Oh, and down. Your jaw is wide open here on the sides, and you're singing through the crown of your head and down, as if the sound is kind of like a waterfall goes through your body, okay? People are still arriving, so we're not going to our song yet. Let's go. Take a breath and up. Oh. One more time. Take a breath. Oh. We'll do it one more time. Go as high as comfortable, as low as comfortable. When we get to the bottom note, we're going to just warm up our vocal cords by blowing the sound through them like this. Yeah? So we go up, go down, and stay in that relaxing movement when we get there. Let's go up. Beautiful sound, isn't it? If you have a sore throat and you have to talk or sing early in the morning, that's how you warm up. That's the best thing, without even actually making a pitch of some sort. That does that to your vocal cords, warms them up. We seem to have a good number of people to start today. So let's go into the song. The first thing we do, we just sing the la 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 in this song, which exists like nigunim in Yiddish songs, wordless bits in Yiddish songs. We have these ahs in Soviet songs quite a lot, and they carry just as much feeling as the verses. So we're in the key that I don't think you have in the music. It's a slightly different key, so don't need your music for now. Here is how the tune goes. One more time. Talking about physical health and vocal health, can I please see you do this one more time with really relaxed faces and singing mildly in a relaxed way and just enjoying the quiet sound, the sensitive, the emotional sound, but all kind of introverted, okay? Let's go. I'm going to sing a harmony. You can do this too. Yeah, I thought to myself, is this a good song to finish a run of sessions with? It maybe doesn't have a grand finale um, feel to it, but it's a fantastic song. And I think Ilana, I don't, oh, Ilana here, did you suggest that song? Did you say let's sing it at some point? Somebody said it a long time ago in July. So here we are, and it's a beautiful song, and it's very significant for the both cultures. So I'm going to show you our text. The first thing we do, we sing it in, we go through the one Russian verse. You know what? I'll ask someone now. You see this. I would ask someone to read the translation by an American poet, Leo Schwartzberg, done just a couple of years ago, to us who can read English beautifully.
I don't know about beautifully, but I can read English with an
Go,
American
Leslie. Go,
accent.
Leslie. Yeah, go, go.
Okay. Sometimes I feel that all those fallen soldiers who never left the bloody battle zones have not been buried to decay and molder, but turned into white cranes that softly groan. And thus, until these days, since those bygone times, they still fly in the skies and gently cry. Isn't it why we often hear those bell chimes and calmly freeze while looking in the sky? The tired flock of cranes still flies, their wings flap, birds glide into the twilight, roaming free. In their formation, I can see a small gap. It might be so. That space is meant for me. The day shall come when, in a mist of ashen, I'll soar with cranes, and final rest I'll find from the skies calling in a bird-like fashion all those of you who I'll have left behind.
Thank you, Leslie. Anyone crying yet? Yeah, with the tune, it goes even more poignant and deep, and at the same time, it has this high perspective. I'm hearing someone, so I'll go back and mute everyone, otherwise there's some noise. So we're going to look at text without having sung the melody. It'll be easy to put the text to the melody. The rhythm of the text is ta 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 mostly. So we'll read it like this. Here is our Russian. Russian, even though the Russian text is most known, not many Russians are aware that the original text was written in a, I think it's called Aran language. I don't know this language. It's one of the, the Dagestanis that towards Georgia, and Rasul Gamzatov wrote in that language. I think it says here, native Avar. There we go. But the Russian translation is what most Russian people know. So we're going to read through the first verse only, quickly translate it and put it to music. Then we will do one verse in Yiddish. By saying one verse, I mean two blocks of text, so it's 8 lines. Okay? So I read it, you read after me. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты... One more time. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты... Next line. С кровавых не пришедшие полей. Пришедшие, yeah? Пришедшие. Okay, that line, let's go. С кровавых не пришедшие полей. Next line. Не в землю нашу полегли когда-то. One more time. Не в землю нашу полегли когда-то. Next line. а превратились в белых журавлей. One more time. А превратились в белых журавлей. For those who know Russian or are learning Russian, I'm going to translate every word very, very quickly. Мне, to me, кажется, seems, порою, from time to time, что that, солдаты, soldiers, from, кровавых, bloody, не пришедшие, not come, полей, fields, не, not, в землю, into the ground, into the soil, нашу, ours, полегли, lay, когда-то, some time ago. But, превратились, became, превратились, it's like by magic somebody...
Transformed into.
Thank you very much, yes, transformed, в белых, into white. Журавлей, cranes. So you can put all these words together, you know what it means. Sometimes it seems to me that soldiers who never came back from the battlefields have become cranes, okay? We will stop here and I will show you how the tune goes. I will sing it with text so you learn, we can look at the lines now and kind of half sing, half listen. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. I'll do it one more time. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. Okay, how is that? Let me look at you. How is that? Yeah, the tune is easy and it's
beautiful.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Right, I'm muting. Yeah, I'm muting everyone. We're going to read through the next bunch of lines in Russian again. I know that some of you are challenged by the Russian, but we'll get back at those Russian speakers by doing Yiddish next. So, они, you see that? Они, fifth line. I'm going to read it now the same way. Let's go. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних. One more time. Они до сей... I'm hearing someone. Again. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних. Next line. Летят и подают нам голоса. And again. Летят и подают нам голоса. And the next line. Now here will be there'll be a slight change in rhythm. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. So I'll read it in that rhythm. Don't worry if you can't get it. We will do it with music. It'll be easy. Не потому так часто и печально. One more time. Не потому так часто и печально. I'll do it one more time for the rhythm. Не потому так часто и печально. Мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. And again. Мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. I hope you can do it close enough. So они, they, до сей поры, until this time, с времен, from the times, тех, these, дальних, far away, from these far away times, летят, fly, flying, и, and, подают, give, нам, to us, голоса, voices, so they're still voicing out to us. Не потому, isn't it why, так часто, so often, и, печально, and, in a sad way, and печально, yeah, I guess sadly, мы, us, we, замолкаем, go quiet, we stay in silence, глядя, looking, в небеса, into the skies, yeah? So isn't it why we look at the skies, we go silent looking at the skies occasionally. So, I'm going to sing you this bit of the verse with the music. It's a bit more complex rhythmically, but two times through you'll know it. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних летят и подают нам голоса. Не потому так часто и печально мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. Yeah, I'll do this one more time. Let's go. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних летят и подают нам голоса. Не потому так часто и печально мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. Okay? I'm going to bring the first and the second half of this verse together all the way through. Yeah, the first bit is quite low, and then we go up. 1, 2, let's go. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних летят и подают нам голоса. Не потому так часто и печально мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. How is that? Let me see what's happening in our chat. Wikipedia, yeah, language, yeah, tune, lovely, so sad, yes. Not печально, печально, печально. Чтобы печально, печаль, it comes from печаль. Yeah, небеса, that's небеса, yeah, небеса. How is the tune for you? Do you think you know it, or do we want to do it again? Yes, everyone is.
Okay.
I'll sing it with text. I'll show you the text and I'll show you the music just once this time, okay? The Russian version, and then we'll go to the Yiddish. So now here is. I just couldn't put everything into one bit of music here. I have this Yiddish version, which is really not very easy to read, and because it was a copy from a copy. Oh, what? And there is the Russian one. So we can look at this Russian one now, yeah? Let's read through the whole thing. Music, text, everything. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних летят и подают нам голоса. Не потому так часто и печально мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. Okay, now we go to the Yiddish version. Russian speakers may be slightly you'll be okay, you've done that with me. If not, just fasten your seatbelts. We're going from the first verse, yeah? So this will be the same text, and see if you're a Russian speaker, if this or you don't speak either Russian or Yiddish, if you will have some kind of connection, if these texts will sound similar to you in any way. Mir ducht as die Soldaten welche haben. Okay, we do this together in the same way as we did with the Russian one. Let's go. Mir ducht as die Soldaten welche haben. And we close the into BM, right? One more time. Mir ducht as die Soldaten welche haben. Next line. Nicht umgekehrt aheim sich von Tranchee. Trenches. Let's go again. Nicht umgekehrt aheim sich von Tranchee. Next line. Sie liegen in die Gräber nicht begraben. Same story, BM, close that one. Sie liegen in die Gräber nicht begraben. Next line. In Buschland sich verwandelt haben sie. One more time. In Buschland sich verwandelt haben sie. Sorry about that. Let's translate it. Mir ducht, I think to myself, as die Soldaten, as the soldiers, welche haben, who were, nicht umgekehrt aheim sich, not umgekehrt, how do we say it, umgekehrt, nicht brought themselves from the trenches, they liegen in die Gräber, they don't lie in the graves, nicht begraben, not buried. In Bushland, into cranes, sich verwandelt, themselves miraculously transformed, haben they miraculously transformed themselves into Bushland, into cranes. Let's put this to music, and I'm not going to show you the Yiddish. Michael is gone, yeah, okay. I'm not going to show you the Yiddish music here because it's fuzzy, it's not a good picture, so we know the tune by now. Let's try. Mir ducht, as die Soldaten welche haben, nicht umgekehrt aheim sie von Tranchee. Sie liegen in die Gräber nicht begraben, in Buschland sich verwandelt haben sie. Let's read through the next bit. Und hoch sis weit azoi schon die Milchome One more time. Unchoch is weit azoi schon die Milchome. Next line. Doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns hoch. One more time. Doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns hoch. Next line. Es tut bei uns a Zappel die Nishome. One more time. Es tut bei uns a Zappel die Nishome. Wir gucken auf die Freund wie durch a Räuch. And again. Wir gucken auf die Freund wie durch a Räuch. It's interesting that in the Yiddish, if you read the Yiddish characters on the right, you see that things like Milchome, for example, that have a Hebrew root, they're spelt in a Soviet way. I think this text is from a Soviet book where all the Hebraisms were transcribed in a kind of all the letters were written in. Like in other words, not like in the Hebraisms. That's for Yiddish speakers, for Yiddishists here. So, unchoch, and although, even though, it is, weit azoi, far away already, shoen already, die Milchome, the war. We're talking about the Second World War. The song was written at the end of the 1960s, recorded 1969, where the memory of, the memory is really, really fresh. Doch fliehen sie, they fly und schreien zu uns and shout to us hoch at the top of their voice. It doesn't mean that they're high. It's schreien hoch, shouting at the top of their voice. Es tut bei uns, and for us, ours, a Zappel. A Zappel, I think it comes from a Russian word to tzapa. It's just like to hold, to kind of grab. Die Neshama, the soul. Our soul goes still, does like that, yeah? Our heart stops, we say. Mir gucken auf when we look in the far away, vidurch haroich, as if through not mist. What happens in the fire? As if through. Help me.
Smoke.
Smoke. Thank you.
Smoke.
Forgetting very simple words here. Okay, we're going to put it to music. Second bit of this text. It says number 2. It's not really technically number 2. Okay, let's go. Unchoch es weit azoi schon die Milchome, doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns euch. Es tut bei uns a Zappel die Milchome, mir gucken auf die Freude wie durch a all the way through from the beginning. Mir docht as die Soldaten, welche hoben nicht umgekehrt aheim sie von Tranchee. Sie liegen in die Gräber nicht vergraben, in Muscheln sich verwandeln haben sie. Und hoch es weiter so schön die Milchome, doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns euch. Es tut bei uns a Zappel die Neshome, wir gucken auf die Freude wie durch a have time, or maybe it will be more sense to sing through these verses more and get into the song. But remember, what happens in the end of this song is the person singing it has this vision of being there up in the sky and saying goodbye to the whole of this people living on the planet. And I think it's even though it may be sad, but also there is something about this high perspective, about the biggest perspective on life, and it probably, hopefully, makes us think about life and with better values, with better, more human connections, rather than just some fluff that we may not, we just may miss some big meanings going through life. Sorry, I'm getting all a bit philosophical here, but I do feel like it. So, big subjects, no time for little things. All the way through, yes, yes. Leslie, you're leaving us. Oh, Leslie. Yes, Leslie, thanks for being with us. Hope to see you soon. Keep well, Leslie. Bye. Bye. Okay, I'm going to show the song. Yeah, and here we go. We will sing it in Russian first, and then we will quickly go to the Yiddish verse. Start with la la la. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. Они до сей поры с времен тех дальних летят и подают нам голоса. Не потому так часто и печально мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса. Mir ducht, als die Soldaten, welche Roben nicht umgekehrt erheben sie von Tranchee. Sie liegen in die Gräber nicht begraben, in Buschen sich verwandelt haben sie. Und heute ist weiter so schön die Milchome, doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns euch. Es tut bei uns Azabut in der Schome. Wir gucken auf die Freude wie durch ein What do you think? Yeah. Now, did you listen to these various singers singing it? There's a Chvorostovsky version, which is a very different version to, say, the Yiddish one, or to the Mark Bernes version, which is the first one. Oh, Eve, yes, that's the right reaction to this song. If you still have any heart left, I guess you will have some movement there singing it. So Mark Bernes was a very, very, known Russian singer without a big voice, but a very kind of heartfelt voice and manner of singing, an actor. He was in many films, and we know this song as Soviet people know this song through him, from his singing. And then we have this Marina Gordon song singing it. Marina Gordon was a wonderful, beautiful Yiddish singer in Soviet Union, and she recorded a lot of these translations of Soviet songs into Yiddish, and they became Yiddish songs of their own right. And Chворостовsky, I hope you know who Chворостовsky was. He died very recently, a couple of years ago. He was a beautiful opera singer. He sang at the Met. He sang, he was also quite a big hero for us Russians, as a big cultural, representative of Russian culture. So here we are. Yes. Don't cry. Don't cry. Put it into goodness. We're going to sing it one more time. We're going to sing it maybe in a slightly higher key, in E minor, just a semitone higher. Russian, Yiddish, back to Russian, with all the RRRs. Just get into the song and try to settle yourself in a very, very solid position physically. So when you're singing it, you're actually using your voice and you're using the whole of your body and the whole of your being, which extends to more than just ourselves here. It's the room vibrating, starting here in our guts and vibrating through the space we occupy. Okay, so let's make these spaces vibrate. I've gone all esoteric today. Okay. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. Они ли до сей поры с времен тех дальних летят и подают нам голоса? Не потому ль так часто и печально мы замолкаем, глядя в небеса? Mir ducht, als die Soldaten, welche haben nicht umgekehrt, ein sie von Tranchee. Sie liegen in die Gräber, nicht begraben, in Büscheln sich verwandelt haben sie. Und heute ist es weiter so schön die Milchome, doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns euch. Es tut bei uns, als zappelt die Neshome. Wir gucken auf die Freiheit wie durch ein Rohr. Мне кажется порою, что солдаты с кровавых не пришедшие полей не в землю нашу полегли когда-то, а превратились в белых журавлей. Und hochst es weiter, sollen schon die Melchome, doch fliehen sie und schreien zu uns heim. Es tut bei uns, als zappelt die Neshome. Wir gucken auf die Freiheit wie durch Arroy. Thank you. Thank you very much for that heartfelt and emotional song and sharing it with me. Thank you very much for being here for these sessions. I'm going to stop the recording. We're going to start talking and being together. But now I'm saying goodbye for the YouTube clip. Goodbye, our viewers. Stop the video.